Hey guys, it's Kim. In today's video I am going to be doing my April wrap up, my May TBR, and then I'll also mention a couple books that come out this month that I'm excited for. So yeah, it's going to be a bunch of good stuff in today's video. Alright guys, I'll be honest, I didn't read it that much this month. One, because I didn't have time, and two, because I've been in like this horrendous book slump, so everything that I picked up is just like meh. Thankfully, that's been like the last half of the month and not the first half. So I was able to read 3 books, and then I've started 2 other ones, but I haven't finished them yet. So I've tried to get myself to read them, but I'm just like, I just don't want to. So anyway, the first book that I read this month, actually for all 3 of the books that I read this month, I'm not really going to talk a lot about them because 2 of them I did a full-length book review over, so there's videos for that up already if you want to see them. And then the 3rd book that I read, like I feel like everybody knows what that one's about, so I'm not really going to say much about them. I'm just going to tell you what books they are, who they're by, and what I rated them. So anyway, the first book that I read this month was by Becky Albertalli, and it's The Upside of Unrequited. This book came out last month, and I read it, and this is one of the ones that has a full-length book review up already for it. So if you want to check that out, you can. If you want to really see like all my thoughts and opinions on it. But it was a fun read. I liked it. It's not Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda. I still like Simon better. But I did enjoy it, and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. So I think that's pretty good. I think she did a pretty good job with it. Alright, the second book that I read this month was Grave Mercy by Robin Lefevers, or Lefevers, however you say that. So this book is set in the 1500s, I think. And it's a book about female assassins. So yay! I really enjoyed reading it, and I give it 4 out of 5 stars. So that's all I'm going to say about this, because this one also has its own full-length book review up too, if you want to see it. So check it out if you're interested. And the 3rd book that I read this month and actually finished was A Court of Thorn and Roses by, is it Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. And so this was a reread, and actually Grave Mercy by Robin Lefevers was a reread too. I read that one in high school. I reread that one just to reread it because I wanted to. But anyway, this one I reread because I read it when it came out, and that's the last time I read it, and then I hadn't read the 2nd book, and the 3rd one came out this month actually. So I wanted to reread this one, read the 2nd one, and then read the 3rd one when it came out. Which didn't happen, and I'll explain more on that later. But anyway, this book is 4 out of 5 stars too. So all the books I read this month are 4 out of 5 stars. So it's a good reading month, I guess, even though I only read 3 books. But it was good, and I enjoyed it. One of the books that I started this month that I didn't finish was Court of Mist and Fury. And I gotta say, I'm 200 pages into this book, and I'm not loving it. Crazy, right? Because everyone seems to love this book. I thought it was going to be like this amazing book because everyone said it was so amazing, and then now I'm reading it and I'm like, it's not as amazing as everyone says. Maybe like it gets more amazing the further you get into the book. Like I said, I'm only 200 pages in, but I feel like by now I should be feeling something. And it's alright. So anyway, so I will eventually finish this, and we'll see if I like it or not. Right now, it's good, but it's just not that great. Alright, and then the 2nd book that I started this month that I didn't finish was The Vanishing Throne by Elizabeth May, and that book is the 2nd book in the Falconer trilogy by Elizabeth May. So I read the 1st one last month and I really enjoyed it, and then I'm reading the 2nd one right now, and I have the 3rd one in ARC format. So the 3rd one comes out in like July, so I really need to finish The Vanishing Throne and read that one so I can get my review out. But I don't know, I'm not loving it. It's good. It's just a lot different from the 1st one, so I'm just like, I don't know. We'll see if I love it. Like I said, I'm in a very meh mood right now. But yeah, those are the 2 books that I started this month and I meant to finish reading, but then I didn't. Alright, now to talk about books that come out this month that I really want to read. So the first one is called The Love Interest by Cale Dietrich. I don't know if that's how you say his last name, but that's how I did it, because if you split it into 2 words, it's diet and rich. So yeah, that's how I've been saying his last name. When I read the synopsis, it really reminded me of the movie This Means War. So This Means War came out like a couple years ago. It's the movie that had Tom Hardy, Chris Pine, and Reese Witherspoon, I think. It was like Tom Hardy and Chris Pine. They are some kind of secret agents, MI6. Like I don't remember exactly what they are. But they work together, and then Reese Witherspoon comes in, and they both see her, they call dibs, neither one wants to back off, so then they start sort of like competing for her against each other. So when I read the synopsis for the love interest, that is immediately what I thought of, because that's kind of what it sounds like, and I was like, oh my god, I need this. So the love interest reminds me of This Means War, but just like a gay version of it, because there's two guys. There's Caden, who's the nice guy, he's like the boy next door, and then there's Dylan, who's like the bad, brooding boy. So they work for a secret like teenage spy organization that trains them to get close to people and like in a romantic way, because their organization is called the Love Interest, and to get close to them romantically and try to get information out of them. Or I think, at least that's what I think, that's what I got from the synopsis. And so they are out in the world and they're using their training now, and they're going after the same girl who is very important to the organization. They need to successfully like get her and get the information that they need. And if they don't, like whoever she doesn't choose, I think dies or something like that. I don't really remember. So I could totally be botching this, by the way. But I think that's what I got from it. And the one thing I don't expect to be feeling like once they're outside of the organization and trying to get this girl to like fall in love with them is the feelings that they end up having for each other. So that's where the gay part comes in. So anyway, obviously it's sort of like This Means War, but not. But that's like the first thing that came to mind when I read the synopsis. It sounds really good and I'm so excited for it, and it's probably one of my most highly anticipated reads. The next book is by Renee Audi and it's Flame in the Mist. That book comes out this month too, and it is about a girl named Mariko who's the daughter of a prominent samurai, and she is going, like there's an arranged marriage going on, and she's gonna marry like this emperor or this emperor's son, I don't remember. And she sort of like, it's been compared to Mulan, because what happens is there's this like gang, and I don't remember what the gang is called, but they are sent to kill her, and she, in return, what she does is she makes herself pass for like a peasant boy and like infiltrates this gang and starts to like try and get information from them to like see why they're trying to kill her and yada yada yada. But like really what just got me, like just the Mulan comparison, like I'm all over this book, because Mulan is one of my favorite Disney movies, if not my favorite Disney movie, and I'm just super excited for this. So that's the second book that comes out this month that I'm all over and will buy and read. The third book that comes out this month that I really want to read is called When Dimple Met Rishi, and this one comes out like on the 30th of May, so it's like the end of the month. But anyway, so this one, if you don't know what this one's about, it's about a girl named Dimple who is about to graduate actually, and her mom wants, like the only thing her mom wants is for her to find the ideal Indian husband, and a boy named Rishi who's a hopeless romantic, and unlike Dimple, who is not all about arranged marriage, he is, because he believes in like tradition and stuff like that. So they both end up going to the same summer camp, and because of this, their parents are like, well, why not like sort of, you know, do an arranged marriage thing here? And so Rishi is tasked with wooing Dimple and trying to make her fall in love with him, or something like that. But obviously, it's not going to go as planned, and it just sounds like a really, really fun, cutesy little romance story, and I really, really want to read it. So as all these books come out, I will be acquiring them because I'm all over them. So those are 3 books that I'm probably going to read this month, and The Vanishing Throne and Fallen Kingdom. So those are the books that I'm planning to read this month. But yeah, that is my TBR list. Yay! That is all I have for you today. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!